This is the Desphere 13, and welcome back to an episode of World of Tanks. Now, this one's going to be quite, I guess, rushed in the commentary, simply because this is the night before. So, yes, last night at about 9:30ish my time is when this is being recorded. So, if there's any nicks or bumps or something that I don't catch and I just decide to leave it in there, my apologies, but I really am rushed for time. So now, what's going on in this gameplay? Well, I'm a top tier T-29 with a very, very big hill on the map. All of you who have seen any of my earlier T-29 replays, which I do recommend going back, finding, and watching, is a T-29 plus hill. That's fairly well known. A T-29 with the hill as the main point. That's when things get interesting, because I don't have to worry about, are they going to shoot are they going to come around behind me? Or are they just going to pop up next to me? The only way, and you'll see it later on in this video, to actually get a good solid hit on me is one of two ways. One, I'm too close to the edge and I get shot in the flank. Or two, I overextend myself and end up getting shot in the hull. Now, I've kind of learned, kind of unlearned how to do it, and enemy T-29, no problem, I'll just hit the small earpiece, which apparently still has a bit of hitbox left in, right next to the main base of the turret, and do some penetrating damage there. But as you saw, wasn't quite paying attention, too close to the edge, took a shot to my flank. So to avoid that happening again, I back up, get into cover, and reposition myself. And I'm going, okay, so now what can I do? Well, I'm a T-29, big hill, enemy T-29, that's probably the biggest threat, knowing how I can play it. So I go for another cupola shot, completely miss. Well, don't completely miss. I hit a little too low and it bounces. Artillery dunks a shot into the windmill next to me. I almost hit building. But now there's a Jackson, and I'm going to kind of prioritize that just a little bit. Overextend myself, take a shot to the hull. Now, the reason I shot at the Jackson, not the T-29, is the Jackson's got a bigger gun. A lot harder for my allies to hit. But now that I'm in a better position to get at that T-29, he's target number one right now. And people are throwing high explosive into his turret. A T-29 turret is not something you throw high explosive at. The hull of the T-29? More likely. Not the turret. And RNG just bounces that shot. My only guess is I got the shot just right to where I hit the top of his hull. This IS, however, not gonna get the same look. Now, backed up a little bit, cautious of getting a flank shot, which it does come, but it hits my turret. I'm not too worried about that. I fire a shot in, start to reverse a little bit, worried that he might back up, shoot me in turn, then I realized he's tracked. Put in one blind shot, and then move on. That blind shot probably whizzed way over, but it was still worth a shot. But yeah, horrible puns aside, I really thought that was a viable play. Now, for all the damage that I've done, throwing one or two shells out just on the off chance of doing a bit extra damage isn't that bad. Now that I've been spotted, probably by that HTC T-28, I decide, you know what, artillery's probably relocating, seeing the map. So I'm not worried about taking any shots. I don't know if the artillery's relocating. However, I do know I'm probably not going to be the target. Now I see that, I want to see T-43 over there, the one that got that side shot into me earlier. and realizing what's going to happen, either one, he's gonna come right up straight north to the spawn, well, our team's spawn point, and either head up around the hill to get some shots into our rear, or he's going to swoop around, take out artillery, the Scorpion, and then go after the Cap. Either way, the rest of my team is kind of preoccupied with a few heavies, and I want to say their... is it their artillery? Yes, it's their artillery. And up, I get one shot in, he gets one shot in on me. I do more damage, and it looks like he's going shot for shot. He takes out my track, but I'm not worried. I put in a blind shot, probably missing, and I let my tracks repair. Because again, their artillery is preoccupied with our heavy. So I start to move up, expecting him to go up the hill. It looks like I have a little bit of support behind me as to what came up and around the hill. And hopefully our artillery is getting the hint and is turning to face him just in case. Now I am a little cautious because I'd rather not him put shot after shot after shot into me after tracking me. But our team spots both their heavy tanks, so now it's just those heavies and this T-43. I want to say it's the T-43, I'm not 100% sure. And he gets spotted going after the artillery. So it went from one of the bad realizations to another, and I spent a little too much time here sitting and letting myself aim. If I had just moved up a little further, and instead of sitting far back where I couldn't get the shot, if I was in the position where I just was, I probably could have gotten the final shot off. But anyway, I didn't. Can't really go back in time and fix that, but I can kind of discuss about my flaw. And it's that flaw that leads to the death of our artillery. And now we have a rampant T-43 roaming about in the backfield. I am slightly concerned that he's stealthed himself right up in this tree line, and I'm just going to be picked apart now. No, with XVM, I know his last position was seen. I can't see over this hill until now, and he's not here. Meaning he has either A, run off, or B, he passed me somewhere. The view range on this probably says he's running over in this direction, as spotted there. And with this shot, I get him, and then the KV-2 on the enemy team gets offed himself. Not the best game, but definitely not the worst. And I love how on QuickyPrayB's website it says I'm a super unicum, and I call BS on that. Anyway, this has been the Despair13. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and share. It really does help out the channel. If you have an amazing replay of your own, send it into the email through worldoftankreplays.com and send me a link. If you want to keep up to date with my uploads, please subscribe. And if you ever want to get into contact with me, Facebook is linked in the description. This has been the Despair13, signing off. Bye.